Hey there, I am Rebecca Cooper. I'm the breeding manager at Ledyard Farms, and today working behalf on the New York Service Stallion auction for upcoming auction and talking with important people in our Morgan horse and general horse show industry. I'm here today with Shane Darnell, and we're talking with Cindy Mugnier. Shane, can you just introduce yourself quick for anyone that doesn't know you?
Sure, I'm Shane Darnell with ESC and also on the New York Stallion Service Auction Committee.
Perfect. And we're specifically talking with Cindy Mugnier, who is very prominent in our Morgan horse industry, both as a trainer and an exhibitor and a judge. But today we're specifically talking with Cindy about her work with the UPHA. So Cindy, if you'd please give us a brief introduction about yourself. Thank you.
Okay. I am the current president of the United Professional Horsemen's Association. I am a emeriti of the American Morgan Horse Association Board of Directors. I have a large R judging license in Morgan, saddle seat equitation, American saddlebred, hackney, and road horse. And I'm very honored to be asked to participate.
We're so glad to have you. So Cindy, can you give us a little bit of information about how the UPHA has functioned in the year of 2020 and maybe some of the challenges, and then what you're looking forward to in 2021?
Sure, I'd be happy to. United Professional Horsemen's Association recognized very early in the COVID pandemic era that we were going to have members who were going to suffer financially because of the shutdown of the horse industry. And we started to work immediately to offer support through the Dewey Henderson Benevolent Fund and through the Joint Leadership Council Fund to help support members of our horse community who were suffering financially because of COVID shutdowns in their industry. And we were able to help many young trainers, older trainers, riding instructors, show secretaries, show ringmasters with financial help to the tune of about $85,000 that allowed them to have a bridge to make it through the difficult times until the horse show started up again. UPHA was also instrumental in developing a set of guidelines to present to the governments of different state facilities and just state governments that would allow horse shows to begin again with a set of criteria that we agreed that we would meet to keep horse shows working safely and to keep our exhibitors safe. And it was widely accepted, and in June we were able to get started again with open barns and with horse shows, and those guidelines were utilized by most states in this country to start up our sport when most other sports did not get to do that. So we feel very fortunate and feel that our membership really came together to make our industry work in a time that was unprecedented.
Absolutely. I'm sure that was an incredible lifeline that may have been the thing that got people able to continue through 2020. So I'm sure is very appreciative of all that work. Is that what you'll continue in 2001 along the same lines of both keeping shows open and support as needed?
Yes. Yes. We kept all of our funds and our grant processes. We wanted to keep an open line in case it became necessary. We are continuing to be active and working with facilities, horse show facilities, to make sure that we can open safely and continue to have our horse shows throughout 2021. I think all of us are fairly realistic in recognizing that it's probably going to be fall, into the fall before we really have a handle on the pandemic, and so we stand ready to help any way that we can to keep our industry moving forward until this has passed.
And Cindy, what's the difference between associate member level? What do you get? I'm not a professional, so I'm not a member, but I would like to join to be able to attend the upcoming virtual conference. maybe kind of talk to the differences?
Yes, the associate membership, Shane, is for amateurs and junior exhibitors, and the professional membership, obviously, are for those professionals in our industry. When we talked about grant giving, the Dewey Henderson Benevolent Fund was utilized for our professional membership, and the Joint Leadership Council grants were utilized for those members of UPHA that were not professional.
Well, Cindy, what can you tell us about the upcoming conference and how it will be different this year due to the pandemic situation?
Yes, normally and for the last few years, we've been able to hold joint national conferences with our partners, with the American Saddlebred Association, the Morgan Association, the Hackneys, the Road Horses, and the American Saddle Horse Museum. Of course, this year, that's been impossible to have that large of a gathering. So we determined quite early that we would use a virtual platform to hold our national conference. Our meetings start on Monday with the executive board and the board of directors. And on Wednesday, the membership meetings will be happening at 11 o'clock for the associate memberships and 2 o'clock for the professional membership. On Thursday, we're offering an educational webinar, and the first one deals with the necessity of insuring businesses, understanding workman's compensation, understanding liability, understanding. On Friday, the new members of the board who will be coming from our chapter chairman will be holding their meeting on Friday, and the slate that will be brought forward at the annual meeting on Wednesday, that slate will join the board meeting on Friday.
Great. And is that something people sign up for online to attend and have those links for the different events? Yes,
that's correct. You can sign up online from the UPHA website. Also going on right now is an online auction with some fabulous items. I mean, from vacations in Montana and Lake Tahoe in Mexico. It's a 4-day stay at Carson Kressley's apartment in New York City with dinner at the Polo Club. And I mean, we just have, it's so worth going on and looking. There are some fabulous items on that online auction.
Excellent.
Cindy, who all is on the UPHA board that organized all this? They did a great job.
Susie Day and Gary Garone are the co-chairs of the National Conference Committee, and they do a wonderful job, and they work with the executive board of UPHA. The executive board is comprised of the president, myself, the first vice president, Nelson Green, the second vice president, Josh Greer, the treasurer is Ray Crussell, the recording secretary is Nancy Troutman. The two directors at large are Gary Garone and Chuck Herbert, our executive director, Jennifer Mellencamp, and our director of fundraising, Nancy Becker.
Wow, what a great group.
They're all hardworking people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm only exposed to Chapter 14 UPHA, but anytime Chapter 14 puts something together, all the stuff they've done in their winter tournaments and everything else, in the when we've gotten to do it in person, they've done a phenomenal job of putting stuff together. It's interesting, informative, it's fun. I just can't say enough of the respect that I have for what UPHA does.
Thank you, Shane. It's an organization comprised of some really wonderful, hardworking people who do not have a personal agenda, just want the best for the horses and the horse industry. And to me, that's why it works.
And what breeds are included in UPHA?
UPHA includes the American Saddlebred, the Hackney, the American Road Horse, the American Morgan Horse Association, and the Arabian Horse Association. We also have some Frisian members.
Great.
Well, Cindy, again, thank you for everything, joining us for this. Glad to see everything that UPHA is doing. We hope this is very successful, and I am going to go buy my membership now so I can sign up for the virtual convention.
Just didn't get that last part you said again. If you would repeat that one for us. Most of it we got, but if you do that, your final farewell again. Oh, you're still out.
There you go.
There.
Oh, there
I
you go.
lost
Okay.
you.
You're back.
There we are. Oh,
You're back.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you. Thanks so much,
Bye-bye.
Cindy.
Nice meeting you, Rebecca.
Nice meeting you too.